very serious. Pokey, I'm very serious. We need to keep a straight face. It's very important. We are giving news to the people.
This just in.
News now. You got it, right? Am I right? Aloha, everybody. Welcome to...
Aloha!
Welcome to Monday. I'm 55 years old. My name is Primo Kimo. What's your name, lady?
Spam.
Spam. What's your
Banshee.
name, little man? What is your name?
Oh.
Is it Pokey? Because you smell like Pokey. Like you just ate a big fish. Aloha, everybody. And the first thing I want to do right out of the board, we're sitting here getting ready for the show, and I just see the names of some of our, I mean, never, have we met any of you in person? We don't even know because we haven't actually met you. What if there's one of you that we're like, oh my gosh, we know you. You live down the street. We don't know that. But a whole bunch of really awesome people in this chat, and I feel privileged. I felt privileged. I took a moment to feel, not privilege, is that the word? Yeah, it is. That you're spending your time with us and being here. It just hit me like really, I was like, I hope I don't weep.
He did. He said, I could almost get emotional right now.
It's pretty amazing, you guys, and just thank you.
It is. It really is. Yeah, seriously, thank you. It's awesome.
Okay. Let the hate flow, Biff. Okay, so the first thing I want to just get right into my, I'm going to do a FA style diatribe here on, and he's doing his full-throated squeal.
Yeah, like the Heimlich maneuver on himself.
He does a really high-pitched scream, and that's how he gets all of his attention, because he knows it's annoying, and he gets away with it. Okay, so the first thing I want to say to you, and read from my brain, imparted over the internet, a BA in statistics provides, wait, let me see if I can read this. A BA in statistics provides exposure to quantitative reasoning, statistical methodologies, and their applications, right? UC Davis says that you start your work this is for a BA in statistics and calculus and linear algebra, which I've never done either one successful. I don't even know what linear algebra is. Let me just put it that way. Maybe I do and don't know I do, but it's not algebra 2, right? It's not trigonometry, then it's calculus, then there's linear algebra. No.
I've never heard of linear algebra.
I'm not calculus level. So, and also in computer science. Yeah, okay, maybe I got a little bit of that. And then after you spend your first year doing that, then you focused on your specific study. And so my point being is that understanding statistics, understanding the reality of our metrics on eBay takes a degree. Thank you. The second thing I'm going to point out is that the people who put together these things are companies like PricewaterhouseCoopers, who are super smart people from top schools. And they put together manipulative marketing matrices, and they are hitting us, and they're hitting buyers, just like advertising is a manipulation. It's a marketing manipulation, right? So they're adding that to our plate, and we don't understand it. I'm speaking for myself. I think I'm speaking for a certain like sect or whatever of especially old time eBay sellers who last June hit us so hard that we were just like gobsmacked for the next year. I really feel like I just want to say this in a real sense, not in the Carl eBay life sense. I mean, he is very granular with his matrix. I'm just saying, take a step back from the metrics, and just the one that matters is your sales. That's just like my little thing I'm going to put out there. And on all of our Seller Hub pages, I have removed the traffic, the traffic little box.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't give a shiza, WTF. I don't give a shiza about.
It's just more info to clutter your brain and stress you out.
This is exactly it. And could I be as bold as to say that some of us were drawn to eBay because we have similar brain methodologies? And so when you get into these metric things, we just get boggled down and we want to win. Kind of like we have two sides, like we want to win the metrics, but you can't win the metrics because the metrics are designed for you to lose the metrics. But they're also designed to crack you out on the metrics with the green and the red. And I've been very aware of this since it's come out, since I've been aware of the metrics, which was June last year, because the only thing I cared about was my wallet metric, and that was doing well. Then for the last year, papa caca poo poo, and then we get to don't do that. And then
can you just remove that from there?
Poo-poo platter.
I just wanted to press that one, but I pressed J-Lo for some reason. So my point being that, and Carl can tell you metrics all day long.
Well, he's saying, just quickly, I know there's a lot of comments, but he is right now replying to what you are saying, and he's saying you're absolutely right. I am stepping back somewhat from stats, doing the weekly, but stopping the daily to focus on other areas.
Carl,
I think it's somewhat stress-inducing looking at that.
I do. I believe that this level of stress that we're undergoing now. This last weekend, I will now move on just a little bit because it's an interesting situation. We have been killing it this summer on purpose. So she had a little spell of not feeling great. So I'm just bringing it up because we didn't get as much done as we might normally. We had a really bad weekend. I don't know if it's that, but we had three. So we had the best day ever on Friday on our newest store, which is great. And then Saturday, Sunday, full on. I'm supposed to ship out 3 items. I haven't even done it because I'm like, I can do that. Blah, blah, blah.
Well, I am seeing that a lot of people are saying this weekend
they had a bad weekend.
Blue.
Yeah.
And
so that's the question I wanted to ask everybody. Sorry, and then we'll say hi to everybody.
Yeah.
Okay. The question is, I heard a lot of people. I know James. I know Josh Galt, and others on James's post and everything. Did anybody have the opposite? Was this? I think it might be going back to school. Everyone was completely obsessed with back to school this weekend. So there's probably a real, like if we kept a journal of all the days of the year, we could go back to this time of the last year and see the same thing happen. Maybe not. Don't know.
I am wondering. People were just
anybody totally
getting the last
in,
minute school supplies.
And can I have a small
getting
loan?
Prepared. They weren't
Gladly pay
thinking
you
about
Tuesday
spending money
for a cheeseburger.
So I am curious because last week when a lot of us were saying
Callie went big on Halloween.
I know.
We sold one of the things we sold is the cheap chintzy little Halloween ghost dangly bells, which it's nice if you like the 90s Halloween thing.
Little chime.
Can you show it? Is it too far? It's okay.
No.
Can you show it? It's really cute. Wait, Jim Carrey's in the house with Tara Carey's. Wow. Welcome. Thank you for showing up here. I don't remember seeing your name before. Hold on. This is it right here. So one of the 3 sales we had was this little jam dog for $16.
It's like ceramic.
And, I didn't really notice that someone put new fishing line on here and left all the dangly threads all
oh, that's new, you think?
heck along. I don't know. Maybe
I don't
not.
think so, no.
That's just how it came.
It's just cheap
They
stuff.
leave it to you to do the snipping, the ghost snipping. Like I can't even get the ghost to how do you get him to face forward? Unruly ghost.
It takes a higher education.
Anyway, thank you for whoever bought this because you were one of our 3 sales, and it was $16. And boy, that's a loud type noise.
I was gonna say, but
Thank you.
we have a lot of people letting us know how their sales were, and I was curious though because last week there was a fair amount of us saying how great sales were going.
Yeah.
And some people last week were saying, "Oh, not for me." And I'm wondering if by chance those people that were not having great sales last week,
Monkey 2 sales,
if they are having good sales now.
Well,
it's Josh's lighthouse thing. I'm wondering if that's what's happening.
Well, James came through with a video yesterday. Go check that out about it was a community post, and he said that they did something. And James is the one I look at because of his consistency. So he's sending out 100 cheap items a day to hopefully make $1,000. So when you can see in his, because he's like flow. It's not like he's selling 10 items that makes $1,000. He's selling 100 items. So that very much you can see the ups and downs in his So when he says that,
I would love to have one of his bad days for sales.
I mean, for the amount of money that he makes, it's true.
But I know, for him, he has a goal.
He works very hard and sells a lot of items.
One of his bad days would be one of our best days.
Yeah, that's true. But when we have our best days, often we sell 1 or 2 items. And he sells hundreds.
Because they're higher price items, you're saying?
If we could get a whole bunch of those items, then we'd make like $100,000 a day. That'd be cool. Because I'd buy a yacht immediately. And a solid gold toilet, probably.
Well, okay. You want to get to say hi to everyone?
I do. Let's go to the top and quickly burn down this list here.
Did you have like a ton of coffee? Oh, yeah. Well, we did get some pumpkin.
We got the pumpkin spice.
The cold brew pumpkin spice. It's so yummy and sweet too.
Stoke coffee, which is what we drink almost exclusively due to laziness, came out with their pumpkin spice. Just came out. It's sweetened. Normally, I just get the unsweetened coffee, but I'm willing to overlook it for this time. And speaking of complete laziness and old people, watch this. So, we're over at Costco the other day. That's right, name drop. Thank you. And I got they had the gray meat special, Greek gray meat. What's it called? The gyros in the plastic thing where you make it yourself. And you got to heat up that meat. Well, it's best if you do. Don't. Oh. It's cold. It's like you got to heat that up. So I went into our stash of killer items and I pulled out this little gem dog right here.
Killers.
Check this out.
Second-hand purchase items.
It was $9.99 according to the box. So
this is cast iron.
We don't even have to go in parts of our house anymore. We're just sealing them off for winter. We got this little hot plate right on our desk here, and we just sat right here
watching movies.
And we cooked the gyros on this. And on our, we had a nice little. Our pan is a Le Creuset.
It is all James.
And this is cast iron. And oops, sorry. And it said. What's going on, fellow humans? It's good.
So we sat here
this
right
thing
here.
Didn't say anything. I'm just saying it said that.
It was so funny. The smoke coming up.
I fried it right up. I got my tongs. I was placing pieces. We had the perfect little gyros. Don't you agree?
I do agree. I do agree. And there's enough for seconds. So we've left this right here.
That's right. It's staying here for tonight.
Can I go down? Yeah, just quickly, though, I just wanted to say that Paul Rose.
Yes, Paul Rose!
He's saying that both he and Carl have had the worst month in 6 years of selling. Maybe it's UK. Maybe the UK is worse than the US.
I'm wondering. I watched a Polish Pete who was saying he's doing okay right now. Didn't he say he was doing okay? What did he say? He did it with everybody does videos, and then I watch them, and then I come up with my own video, and then I forget what everybody else said. I saw John at the beach. He was actually chilling is easy. He was showing how chilling is easy. Remember that? And then Beard has a couple shows out. Go check those out. He's actually now doing videos, and they both have like new what do you call the hits, the beginnings, like they have new graphical elements for their videos. So I guess they're both flip. I guess we gotta do something.
See, now so they go and
go and do stuff, and then I feel obligated to be competitive and go do awesome stuff too. That keeps it, it lifts us all up. I think it floats all boats. Wait, let's read it
I'm
from
just along for the ride.
Okay, no, you're right here. You gotta paddle.
Okay.
Somebody's got to paddle. Okay, here we go. eBay Life, Axe Monkey, Aloha, Patricia.
Wait, where are some?
Well, you guys are having a nice conversation here. Okay, sorry, let's start this over. You're right.
We don't need to do it for everyone. We can do every other.
eBay Life, Axe Monkey, Aloha, Patricia, Bearded, Callie Debs. There's a lot of conversation, so it's hard to. Paul Rose, Jacqueline Rose. Jacqueline Rose, welcome.
Not sure if she's still here, but she was saying thank you to whoever it was that gifted her a membership. And
don't remember, it was either Mike Sellers, Ryan, or major win. I think.
We're gifting last week.
And I remember you getting it. I just can't remember who did it.
I'm not sure if John gifted any last week.
Did you, John?
I'm not sure.
I'm sorry if I don't remember, because there's no way for me to tell who gifted it unless I'm wrong. Because we looked.
But we're so glad that you are remember, Jacqueline Rose, Jackie.
Check out our goofy videos in the behind the paywall.
Oh yeah, you can watch the old member videos.
Paywall.
And then he tries to do a members video on Tuesdays.
Alive.
Usually like around 1-ish or so.
And then I try to do a somebody's calling us or something just happened.
Oh, John.
Oh, are you back?
I think John just gifted a membership. That's so sweet.
Well, thank you so much. Okay, let's get to the bottom. Let me work through this.
Yes,
thank you so much, John. Aloha, John. Biff Boffo. Curious Collection. Aloha. Mike Seller. Amy. Cornhusker Picker.
Kelly Debs.
Silvera Stacker?
Wait, did you say Record Crate?
No, I did not.
Record Crate, Ryan.
Cornhusker Picker. Jen JRKR. Trying to scoop down here.
You said Dendecor?
Dendecor Depot, Jim and Tara Carey. I'll just say hi again.
I know. Welcome. I don't think we've ever seen you in the chat. So glad you're here.
And there's the flippin' motorcycle dork. We've got. Do we say hi to Callie Deb? James Lag.
Kate Picker, basket noodle. Do you say
no?
Bee nudes?
No, it's out of control. It's out. Backyard mowing.
Yeah. I just mowed yesterday.
You did.
And there is a dead baby mole.
I think you ran it over. Maybe.
No,
I don't think so. It was pretty stiff.
But
it was soft but stiff. It was
not chopped up
not
or
fully
anything.
rigor-mortified. You were fine. You didn't do it. Don't worry about it.
No, it was not in the cut glass.
We had a service for it, so it's okay. Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Anyhow.
Let's see. So let's look down to where aloha to everybody. Thank you very much for all the greetings. And we are gonna go down. And then eBay Live said that. I'm stepping back, so we saw that.
Wait, what was Beard saying? Something about Twitty, if you go up a hair.
Tweety?
Stop. You should be honored. Turned off. Oh, he turned off Conway Twitty to listen to you.
Nice. And I hope that I did see you guys' video this weekend where you showed the video of you jumping out of the moving car because of the awesome song. I hope you guys were thinking about me all weekend.
I know it was in my dreams.
Let's kick it, sucker. I love that.
Thanks.
I won't keep that, but this was just to say that Ryan isn't the most annoying person in the world. I am, where I repeated that over ad infinitum until it just got a little bit softer. So Ryan had a longer song that I cut down a little bit and repeated it and repetition. Is my glory.
You want to make sure that it sticks in our head, which it has been. And I would say
it's when you wake up at night and you go.
Then, it has been in my dreams at night. I dream about it over and over and over and over again. And it doesn't shut off in my head.
Okay, so then let's go. Saturday. Okay, so let me just see where the people talking about their weekend.
Yeah.
Paul Rose says, hope you feel better. I mean, she was miserable. This is like
it's a chronic thing I have, although I haven't had it for a while.
And you know what it was and I know it's true. It sucks so bad.
But thank you.
It's the we bust those lenses, like all those old lenses.
Camera lenses.
She has a dust problem. Like she can't handle it.
I developed since 2020,
Not the best business.
I'm now home working all the time with him. I have developed this really awful chronic sinus condition, and it hits me really hard.
It annoys me so much.
It used to hit me really hard every month. Now it seems more like it's every 2 months, every 3 months. But
it hits you hard. Like she takes COVID tests and stuff.
That's how awful I feel.
Actually, don't ever say that word or anything political on here because it broke one of our videos.
Seems to their AI is like catching that right now.
It doesn't even get views. I don't know how you do that, but it got canceled.
So Mike was saying 2 small sales this weekend. Ryan was saying, I'm in the middle of a 2-week vacation from eBay. That's awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah. So then I guess you wouldn't be able to tell us if your sales are down.
No.
Because
But Mike Seller
vacation.
says 2 small sales over the weekend. That matches with our experience after Friday. So what we are experiencing is our 2 older stores seem to be on one platform, on one planet. The other store, the media store, is all new, and when one's down, we seem to have a cover the spectrum amongst the stores kind of thing. So if there is a hole or media is down, the other stores seem to be performing. If the other stores are not performing, the media store is, and that seemed to be the case up until Friday.
I just want to quickly,
and then full on cricket Saturday.
I just want to quickly mention, so
not really complaining though.
On the mobile eBay app, I have it connected to our newest store, the media store. And I logged out of it to look at one of our older stores through the mobile app. And so I signed into one of our older stores.
Did it change
and the mobile app is different for the older store.
It knows. Somehow it knows.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
than
it's
it
pretty
is
easy
for the
it to
newer
know,
store. So with the newer store, there's like the little icons at the bottom where you can say that you want to buy on eBay or sell on eBay, and it will change your view. But on the older stores, it doesn't have those 2 options. It's just all combined, which I was really surprised by that.
And so then Beard, where was Beard? Beard said Sunday okay, Friday and Saturday down 30%. See, that's sort of a little bit the opposite. Summer days are running out. This weekend I just think was down for everybody. So I would say
X Monkey, I was thinking summer days running out and people are out and about instead. 2 sales for me. Wow.
Yeah. John says Saturday and Sunday were crickets, really bad day. Friday and Sunday were somewhat normal.
Oh, okay.
And he was gone.
But eBay knew we went to CA this weekend and my
tracking
sales.
you.
And earlier on, before we came on, I was reading some of the comments quickly, and X Monkey, she was saying that.
Oh, hold on.
Kimo, baby,
It was in my head, so I had to hear it.
Really? She was saying that Facebook Marketplace and Mercari have been good for her, and she was saying that I'm guessing she was talking about Mercari was sort of giving her the feels of the old eBay days.
I would like a little bit of those feels.
Yeah, I know.
Flip it. Oh, so wait.
So
Jim and
Tara,
they're our new friends. Jim and Tara, Carrie. I think the last 5 days or so have been slow. The last couple of months, maybe. Some people but we reorganized our stores and spread things out and have enjoyed good sales by making more, not really niched. Well, one is niched, it's media. And that's we took the media out of the other stores. That may be the one thing that we did. So then we have like our regular grade store. Now our best store, which has all of our best stuff, wiped out. There's 10 items left.
Yeah, we need to get more in there. I mean, personally, when I'm on eBay and I look at something for sale, if I'm actually looking for something, and when I go to the store and I see that they only have like
it's not
very few items, I'm
good.
like, this seems weird to me. I'm not
and they're kind
really
of lame
comfortable with
items.
this.
Like it started as a collection of cool crap, and then now it's just like 3 shelves and like an Apple II card. I mean, there's some other expensive stuff like that big sofa. But it still looks kind of lame. Yeah.
And I mean, our rating and our feedback shows that we're a good seller, but it's a weird Oh, no.
Yeah, that's right. Primo, Kimo, baby, let's kick it.
As much as I love that song, people are going to probably start comparing it to the air horn.
Thank you. I have 2 tools. You know what's crazy is we have more friends than we did before. It's like we're capturing people with annoying behavior. That's always been my specialty. Somehow it works.
That is how he does it. He annoys you, and then you can't look away. You're just
but now they call it on the spectrum. Back in the 70s, it was just annoying.
It's like an accident where you're like, I gotta look and see what's going on. People are like, what's going on with him?
It is.
Curious Collection. Friday was great for us at 386. Saturday and Sunday together didn't break 300.
Yeah, and I know, do you have the same sort of pattern where, like, so weekends are when we sell. So that's why it's so important that we have big weekend days, because the rest of the week is usually pretty flat. And then we just go up Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, even, whatever. Sometimes a holdover from Sunday will go to Monday because it's not paid for, but It went from 18 items to 3. I'm not complaining because the past 6, 7, 8 weeks have been all I can describe as a 180 from the previous time period.
Well, right. So, in comparison, like, remember that
it's
time.
It's a 360 from the previous time period.
When we showed you how pathetic our sales were. Yeah. So in comparison to that,
we turned the beat around a little bit, and we still are, but we got hit with this. But I am just marveling at the fact that we did the turnaround during the slowest part of the year, which kind of proves to me that me thinking this is the slowest part of the year is a head game that I'm playing with myself, because I had to work a little harder, but I could get the sales up to where they should be all the time. And
well, I was just thinking, okay, the things that we're selling, and then all of a sudden it came to me like, so people that have sort of how would you say hobbies that are like expensive hobbies? So photography, computer.
Yeah, they are not buying. Does that make sense?
So those
guys are not buying. They're not. So
those are
buying.
the things that got us through. We had all those lenses. We had the old Apple computer monitors. So those
high-end collectibles.
Those are right.
Are they collectibles though?
Well, they're hobbies too.
Yes, they're usable items. Does that make a difference at all?
So I'm wondering, those people
as opposed
have
to just
money?
like,
I don't know.
Star Wars figures or something.
Stinky sucker. Did we say hi to the Texas Bandit?
Primo, Kimo, baby, a stinky sucker. Texas Bandit's here. Aloha, welcome. Buenos dias, chica bonita. And Sir Queso Grande, I'm the big cheese. So, and you are the beautiful chick and the big cheese. I accept that.
I'll be the slices of the sourdough bread.
She's very cheesy. I mean, she's very cheesy.
I love
cheese.
Grilled cheese. But so now this is moving where before we were up reading the comments.
We can't.
Michelle Kirkpatrick.
Aloha, Michelle Kirkpatrick. And aloha.
Wow,
wait,
so
Larry way out.
Larry.
Aloha. And also Harbor's Hope.
Wow.
Aloha from Texas. I mean, I said aloha. You said good afternoon. Howdy from Texas.
So Michelle.
Hello, howdy. That's a thing. You can do that.
There's
a lot of tiki down in Texas.
Michelle is a small seller, but she sold 8 on Saturday. So that's.
That's showing a little bit of. Is that just normal?
He just jumped out of the building now because of the song.
Good thing he's got a single story. Oh my goodness. Oh, we missed 4TP. Retracted. There's a mystery message.
4TP. Yeah,
4TP. 4TP.
Okay.
Larry Wayout says, my Friday was super good. 1,000 Saturday Wayne down. So, now I want you all to go give James my great reseller life a vibe check. Go give him a vibe check, because he reported yesterday that Saturday was broken, like something happened, and I can't tell. I'm okay. What is that noise? I think that's me. You've totally ruined the entire
vibe
show.
Vibe check.
Vibe check on James. I want to do a vibe.
Oh, 4TP finished.
Hold on, I got to get myself back together here.
Primo Kimo will make you suffer.
I'll make you suffer.
It's okay. Primo Kimo, baby. Sucker.
Kick it, sucker. I'll make you suffer.
Quirky Picker Chad.
Okay.
Can you finish what you were saying, please?
Oh my gosh, I gotta limber up. What was I saying? I forgot.
Give James a
vibe check.
Vibe check.
Because he reported yesterday that there was something happened overnight. Because he absolutely knew it was happening when it was happening, and so I look at him.
In the coal mine.
He's the one. So nobody else can show you exactly what's happening on the fly. He's a very valuable resource. That's all I'm saying. Thank you very much, James.
Absolutely.
James.
What is that when people praise you, or we I don't know what is it that people do. They used to do that all the time. It was trendy and stupid.
I don't deserve. Oh, wait, what is it? It's from Wayne's World.
Oh,
right? Yeah. Well, I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
My brain just doesn't. 55. You know, I got a hot plate at my desk. So I don't have to move.
I think lag. Someone was saying they
I'm
had
getting
a
the metal
microwave,
legs.
but this
I'm getting
is
the
next
metal
level.
legs. Wait, what happened? Well, who's in the what now?
We worship you. Okay.
We worship you. Yes. So we don't worship you exactly. James.
But wait.
Not publicly.
There's Primo.
Not
Kimo
worthy.
We'll make
Not
you
worthy.
supper.
Well, I've got to change that. Ryan, can we get
not worthy. We're not worthy. Right. Okay. Right.
We need to get a repro on that theme song with Primo. Kimo's gonna make you suffer, or make you supper.
Supper. Can we
Friday night to Texas Bandit saying something was broken Friday night to Texas morning. Can you help me? To Saturday morning on eBay kept getting it's not you BS and a new it's globally broken message. And so that you've got to know
Motorcycle
that
Dork
that's
nonstop
an update.
server errors with bulk editor right now.
Oh, right now it's happening. So they're doing a big update right over this weekend. They probably implemented it over Friday night, which is
gosh, I hope it.
I don't know why do they do things like
out.
why not do it Sunday night? I'm not sure because there must be a reason. It's probably payroll reasons why they have people do it on Friday. I don't know for sure, but I mean I'm sure there's a reason.
Or they're having people, in other countries do it, and it's like Saturday in those other countries.
Possibly.
But weekends are. I am totally just pulling crap out of my butt right now. But lag,
Yikes.
that is another new emoji.
Can I get you a wet wipe?
Are you growing a mustache? Is that what
now
I see there? You got the new glasses.
He took some human growth hormone and has gotten decidedly hairier on his face.
Oh, I like that question. So Quirky Picker Chad is asking, what is your wish list of what you want eBay to fix or update?
Well, I'm going to tell you this. This is what I want eBay to do, which is not this is not all inclusive. But I want them to do two things. The first thing is I'm not looking at their metrics anymore. Our main store is not promoted at all. Our secondary store, which is more common items, is promoted at 2.1%, and our media store, which media is, you got to get that out there, is 4.5%. I'm just doing that. It works perfectly to do the stores like that. My main store where I sell my best items that are worth the most money, there's no promotion on it. You don't need it because people go there to look for those items. Those are the items that are in that store. So I don't need them to change that. I need them to give me a better top-rated seller status. I need them to worship me. I'm not worthy. No, that's right. I need them to worship me and tell me how great I am. Give me a backpack. And I need them to do that to the best sellers. I need them to make top-rated seller really valuable. That's my wish list. Because everything changed last June. We were just like through the tumbler of the dryer at the Coin Op Laundry. We were in there. The ones that you can fit the blankets in, so that we could fit both of us in there. And then we'd just be spinning like this, upside down, really dizzy, probably barfing on each other. I don't know. But it was a bad year. The only thing that fixed it was not them, was me. I had to fix me. Like she said, she's along for the ride. She doesn't put up a fight much.
WTF.
I had to change my attitude towards reselling, and at this point, at this moment in history, I have to do things differently than I ever have before. That's what righted our ship. I hope desperately to go back to the way it was eventually, which is to hold out for more, have more things sell for a higher price and hold out for more on our best items. But I can't do that. And when I say I mean we, because, there's no separation of church and state here, so to speak.
So as we mentioned like a couple of shows ago, that one of the things we did was just suck it up and start selling things for lower prices.
That's it. Even
though we know at some point the prices might go back up. They were up. We just realized, were we pricing these based on what we remember them?
I just turned the Terra Peak to 60 days, and that's all I did. I mean, that's literally what I did. I went through all of our items again, turning Terra Peak even to 30 days in many cases because I needed to sell stuff. So even 60 days is too much to see.
And it was working for us. This weekend, though, right? It didn't. So who knows?
I
but
think
it
this
seems
weekend's
like everyone.
Hopefully,
although WTF had an awesome weekend.
Yes, because Germany has awesome weekends.
So in regards to Quirky Picker Chad's question about what would you fix or update, Patricia says management.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, and by the way, Lag just hit puberty. That's why his
he just blossomed full hair face just in 1 second.
And Lag and Paul will race to supper here. Dendacor says that he wants them to stop updating.
Primo, Kimo, baby, come get
Bearded
your
was saying
supper.
eBay sale. I listed it. I get credit. LMAO.
Yes. Lag woke up this way this morning.
And Dendacor was saying also another thing would be to remove feedback. Just put a service metric, ships in 1 business day, whatever, something like that.
Feedback is definitely, I think feedback feeds into the top-rated, my wish to have top-rated sellers. So we have 3 stores, not asking for anybody to mess with me. But we have 3 100% feedback stores. Always have, never have negatives.
I think it was Bearded on.
I just want to say that because it's hard work to do that.
This past weekend show, was it? One of his shows where I think it was him who said, it would be great if the feedback was simply, was it quick shipping and did you get your item? Did you get what?
So I'm okay with that.
All of this detail stuff that
what I want
is asking for.
I agree. I don't know how to solve the feedback problem, but I want a way to be able to, the people with the highest level of customer service get the first echelon of whatever, of the search metric or whatever. I think that's fair. You must. Now, I do remember Beard also saying, well, and guess what? 2 things. These are 2 very good points. One thing, John, I just wanted to point out, flipping it easy. John, eBay is holding our return money on our main account that they never have before. And our main account fell because there's no items in there anymore. It fell from, way above $10,000 a month. Well, a long time ago now at this point. It was $24,000 a month, but then it's like below 10,000 because most of the items moved over to a different store. So now they're holding our return money. We had 1 return in the past several months, and they're holding the money, which they never used to do.
Is it because we
don't have as many
so
sales.
few items on there now?
I think it's how many sales. So somewhere below 10,000, south of 10,000, they start to hold that money. And then above 10,000, because I don't remember the last time they held money for a return.
We better get more stuff up on that.
I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but it is he was wondering that because he doesn't face that. We never did.
Ryan was saying, and I think we all can agree, there's not enough perks for top rated. I've had it
we need that.
in the power seller rating for years and have no idea what it even does for me. Paul Rose was saying, and I think Axe Monkey said this too, stop thanking you for X amount of years of loyalty on eBay.
How's our sound? Chad's saying it's messy.
Our sound?
He's saying that it's glitchy, but it could be. We don't have we're not monitoring the audio coming off of us
just
somehow.
your mic.
Oh.
Okay, thanks for bringing that up. I wonder if it's...
Check one. Waka, 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 waka. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. It is... Oh, you're still hearing crackly too?
Oh.
Oh, dear.
That's funny because we thought it would be mine. So my audio is okay? Has it been the whole time or just... Oh,
okay. Hold on. I'm cutting you out for a second. Hold on.
Now on both. Morty the one.
We're
Aloha.
delisted. Morty said we're delisted. I don't know if everything's working.
Okay,
My magnetism.
Quirky Picker Chad was saying it was still easy to hear you, just crackly.
Wait, hold on. We don't know if we're back on yet. No me, LOL. Okay. I think we're back. But this doesn't work. Oh, it does work. That doesn't count. Oh, it does count. Yeah, I think we're caught in that loop. Biff has ID'd it as it's in our loop that we can't do it unless I close this program and then we'll be done.
Curious Collections was saying, huh?
I just want yell. I don't want yell.
Curious Collections was saying I had to call. Sorry, because it is probably annoying for some of you. If not all of you.
Let's stop talking about it now.
Okay, had to call about a case today. Thank you for 18 years on platform. You may get a negative on your account.
Hey, guess what? Something to you, too, for not being there for 18 years. So anyway, did I answer the question? Because that's the thing that's always on my mind is I want for having 100% feedback in 3 stores, maintaining, literally the highest quality customer service. Anything goes wrong, I'm just all in. Can you just?
What am I patting you about now?
I'm the best. I want to be the best, and so I try to be the best. It doesn't mean I'm the best, but I'm pretty good. I'm really the best customer service ever. So now what we're not showing you is this little baby right here. So I purchased this over the weekend, and I wish I had done the picture so I could show you, because I did take pictures of it. So this little jam rig right here is a 1.5 megapixel RCA camera. And I think we talked about getting it, because I bought a couple things for my birthday that are fun, dumb things that I just love. So this was our first digital camera. This is from 2000, maybe 1999. Started selling on eBay in the something of 1999 or 8. And I used to take pictures with my camera of all the items I wanted to sell. I'd take them out on the sidewalk of outside my office, and I'd take pictures of them. Take the pictures to Costco. Costco would digitize them. This before we had a scanner. No, how'd this go? Wrong. Cancel. Redo. Hold on. I gotta write my own story as I'm telling it here. So we go to Costco, have the pictures printed, and I had a scanner. That's what happened. Now I remember. And so I had to take real pictures, come home, and scan them to put them on eBay. That's how we started eBay.
And also, too, I remember at that time, eBay allowed you to actually make a listing without a photo because sometimes we did not have the photos ready yet. But
then I made a little thing saying pics coming.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
But you would be shocked how many things sold without photos then.
Way back then, it was really that insane. And we were selling all Herman Miller stuff and whatnot. So we made a lot of money back at that point. I remember going into my first wine club at that time. I was getting $20 bottles. That's right.
Do you need me to pat you on the back for that?
Thank you very much.
Yeah, Patricia did it that way too with the scanner. I just want to read. John was saying top rated is a big part of the account health metric. And top rated will usually get higher placement above standard if all other things are equal.
Yeah, but I want tip-top standard. I want tip-top seller. I want one level above that where, I don't know. Yeah, see, I just want it to be somewhere where you can't buy your way in. You have to perform your way in. How about that? I'm going to say that. I want it is what it is right now, but I want it to be a little different to where the top-rated sellers really, really get a benefit, and that less than top-rated sellers who don't qualify due to number count of items they're selling in their store just because they're part-time sellers or whatever, they actually get a boost too. But I want the bigger boost. I want the diggy bomb boost. I want to sit on a giant hot fudge sundae, and that's what I want. Thank you.
So,
I'm talking like I'm on a wire.
well, hello there, everyone. Carl was suggesting that we share my mic.
Is it that bad, Carl? Okay, maybe.
Well, he suggested that earlier.
Okay,
You just shut off my mic.
I didn't. What's happening here?
Hello.
Everything's turning to crap. Is it on now?
Nope.
Nope, I killed the mics. Uh-oh. There. Is it on?
Hello. Yeah.
Okay. So back to my wonderful story about this stupid little square. So this thing right here cost $400 and some odd dollars, and then the card had to go with it. And we were children at the time. It was 1999, and she got it was like your first credit card or something.
It was my first credit card.
And I mean, we met, so we had been together. So you were in your early 20s, and she had her first credit card, and she bought me this camera from Radio Shack and a card to go in it. And it was 1.5 megapixels. We long ago lost it or stole it or broke it or whatever. And I Did I say stole it?
Yeah.
I meant sold it. Stole it, sold it, whatever. Same thing nowadays. The guy who I bought this from, it came with Xerox paper, like all pieces of Xerox paper wrapped around it, and then it was taped. And then it was sold as an open box.
More like a crushed
the box is right there, sweetie. Get it. Here, I'll hold your head. This is going to be great. It's worth the wait, everybody.
Wait, where is it?
Right on top, right there. We're going to wait for a second. Actually, that doesn't sound good. It probably doesn't sound good for you either.
Paul Rose is saying, ooh, sharing a mic. When are you turning the lights down?
And sharing everything. Biff Poffo has 4,700 positive feedbacks against 0 negative or neutral, and it doesn't seem to be exactly, right?
Well, yeah, John is saying that he's getting negatives left and right, and it doesn't seem to be affecting sales.
So this is the open box. This is the box that I received this in, and this is called the open box. This is the open box. So it's very open, indeed. It's completely trashed. This was not sent. This was folded up. I'm completely
fine with that, actually.
I'm going to tell you how I feel about it when I'm done.
Wait.
What did you do?
You almost knocked my coffee.
I'm sorry. These two things are sealed. I assume this is why he called it open box. This thing has moth cocoons and like you took it off a shelf in the basement. The camera had batteries in it from 2006. Guess what? They were all puffed up and leaking. He sold this as an open box. It was $26 with $5 shipping. I offered him $20 for the whole thing, including shipping. He gave it to me. What do I do? Do I like this? Do I not like this? I'm going to tell you right now what I do. I don't do anything. The guy did not do a good job, but he's got 3,000. He knows what he's doing. He knew what he did to me. I don't need to punish him. I got my item. This is all I was concerned with. I'm not going to waste my time trying to bash this dude because ultimately I don't think he's going to learn a lesson. So I'm not going to waste my time.
And, people sometimes figure it's just not worth leaving the feedback, because they're overall okay with the transaction. They're not.
The batteries were leaking in my open box item. I should be furious.
But cosmetically, this thing is beautiful.
It works.
It still has the little plastic coating on the viewfinder, the screen, which we always leave those on anyhow.
Yeah.
But
because now it's brand new again.
But it does look like it's never been used.
I'm not going to solve all the problems in the world.
Somebody threw some batteries in there and never used it, I guess.
I'm not going to solve all the problems in the world. This guy, I don't even care if he meant to burn me or not. It was $20. So I would continue using eBay. But I am pointing out that this guy is not as good a seller as I am. Just not. And I think he should be punished.
Okay, so you probably know the answer to this.
What? I do. It is X equals 13.
John for sure can answer this because I don't know the answer. So John was saying that my recent negative feedback came after I denied a 45-day return request when I have 30-day returns. Shouldn't take someone over 30 days to figure it out. So why is somebody allowed to leave feedback after 45 days?
60-day feedback.
Oh, crap. Okay.
60-day feedback. Because you could have a 60-day return policy if you were insane. Any insane people in here have 60-day return policy? If you do, that means that it just doesn't, returns don't hurt and they help your business. So a return is, actually, John said that this weekend. He literally said, I'm actually happy to have returns because that means I'm selling a lot. And you can say that. You can say it.
But so how long can somebody return an item? Why is...
You can't return it after the 30 days, but you could leave the negative feedback. That seems to be a little bit of a problem with the feedback system.
Well, that doesn't match. So you have a 30-day return, but you can still, a buyer can leave negative feedback?
Yeah, 60 days for feedback. I don't think there's any...
So there's no top-rated seller protections against that? Because I know with top-rated seller,
only on returns they have to file a return.
They can't leave a feedback negative feedback within 7 days, right? They have.
Is that for everybody? I think that's for everybody.
Oh, really?
I don't know. Is it? I don't know about that.
No, because I read how people say that they get feedback.
Lag does a 1 year return.
When the item's not even delivered.
Lag doesn't do a 1 year return. I do a 50-year return on children.
Silver Hair got a sale on Facebook Marketplace.
Nice. Oops.
Wait, yay, Facebook Marketplace meat set $100 bicycle. Meat set. Mr. Meat Set.
eBay allows the buyer to request a return beyond your return window. Then they give you an option to deny it with a guilt trip message if you do. Really? I didn't know they did that because I don't know if I've had that. Might be over. During the thing, don't say the words. The guy with the tube tester, and he purchased the tube tester, and 6 months later, he contacted me and said it doesn't work, and I'm like, no, come on. First of all, I tested it before I sent it, and also you're canceled, and I canceled him. But I guess that's 6 months. You may say something now. Thank you. You asked to talk. I'm giving you the time. Yeah.
I don't know. I had so much going through my head, and then
I helped you sort it out.
No,
okay.
I don't know what happened.
Kimo, baby, let's kick it some love. Yeah, that's right.
Paul Rose was saying, no kidding, Amazon takes stuff back after a year for private sellers.
From private sellers.
It was about the return. Oh, I guess my question is, so, oh boy,
how do
knowing that somebody can still leave you feedback after 60 days, after 30 days, after 45 days, and they're asking for a return, I guess, you would sort of assume that they're going to probably leave you negative feedback now.
Well,
so
John sells this is another thing that's not the same for every person who sells different types of things, because someone's maybe, I think, a little more prone to send back a new item or an item, a need than a want, a need than a want. That's what I'm trying to say. So if someone buys a collectible item from us, they really don't send them back. We got this one return because it was a wooden teak shelf for a very expensive Kai Christensen. I forget who makes it.
A wall unit,
a wall unit, like teak, and it's got these two little fins down at the bottom. They are so fragile. I build these little pads around. Anyway, one broke there. The way you fix it, you glue it back on, and you put a little teak oil on it. Well, this guy didn't feel like he was capable of doing that, so he sent it back. But
and that's
I'm just going to send it back out again to somebody else.
Oh yeah,
so.
and he absolutely should.
Absolutely, I'm fine with that. Bottom line being that we just don't get a lot of returns because, generally speaking, I think the items we sell, people don't want to return them. They don't have any need to return them because we describe them properly and they're looking for it. When you buy maybe a robot vacuum, maybe you decide you don't want that robot vacuum, you want a different one, so they kind of comparison shop with the newer items. that people sell.
John was saying that it was a fog machine. The person probably just needed it for an event, used it.
That's what
and
people
then
do, though. So.
Was like, I didn't want to send this.
And
back.
we're kind of
That's
insulated
so
from that
rude.
too. We don't have people doing that.
But John is saying it was for a fog machine, and the buyer claimed they were having problems with it.
Yes.
And the reality is, people use the heck out of these things,
It's so
and then
rude.
they want a warranty.
I love the grass clipper. What do you call that? Lawnmower with all the lawn in it.
You know,
Party rentals.
you know what
return,
I
exactly.
sometimes read on the eBay groups that I'm in is that buyers don't realize that they're buying a used item or a single item from a individual seller, not a big business. And they, like, this one person said how somebody was like, "Hi, the dress doesn't fit. Can you send me a different size so that I can try them on and send you back the one that doesn't fit?" And the person's like, "I'm just like a person. This was a dress that I got and didn't fit. I don't have back stock." And
Yeah, I mean,
and some people say, like, often when people do Google searches, they don't. An eBay item might come
I
up. The
see.
person
Yeah.
clicks on it, not realizing it's like
not Amazon
an
or
individual
something.
person selling the item. Yeah.
Well, they do
Hey,
tons.
bing,
and
bing, 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 bing.
They do tons of work to get that to keep you on the site selling stuff. So, what was my point? I'm sorry, I got lost. But Josh erased my brain.
Oh,
I
I
love
was
seeing
just talking about
Josh.
people, sometimes buyers not realizing that they're not buying from Amazon. Or
And Amazon is working hard to make that happen. I mean, they're kind of. I mean, it's only to their benefit to make you think that you're doing something you're not in some cases. So they're probably changing they're changing little details all the time. I imagine Amazon does it too. It's like this weird, this cyber war where you're trying to. Okay, perfect example. This morning, so List Perfectly, I did a quick test a month or so ago to see if their AI feature worked well. Well, if you type in List Perfectly into Google, the first thing that comes up is Vendoo, and the first thing under Vendoo says List Perfectly. So this happened last night. I hit that and I typed into Vendoo. It turns out it was Vendoo, not List Perfectly.
thinking he's messaging List Perfectly.
List Perfectly. Hi, when is your AI assistant going to be ready to? When can I format titles and descriptions on your AI assistant so I can put so the AI gets all the information, but then I can decide where it goes in the title and in the description. And they said we have.
Put it on hold. They're not doing AI right now.
Because they're doing more implementation until they release it to the public.
Yeah, it wasn't ready yet.
And then
Vendoo,
she's
so-
like, Vendoo?
So
Wait, you
I,
sent that to Vendoo?
I
I'm
go,
like, no, I
"Oh."
sent it to List Perfectly.
I was like, "Oh, I see you got a message from Vendoo." He's like, "No, I didn't." It's like, well, it looked like it said Vendoo.
Oh, I did.
And I open up the email and he goes, "What the heck?
Yeah.
I thought I was
Yeah.
emailing List Perfectly."
I mean, if you just go
So they
search
tricked him.
go search List Perfectly, Vendoo's the first thing
On
that comes
Google.
up. Anyway, what I'm saying is that everyone's always fighting to trick you in the trickery and the trick.
So Basket Noodle was saying it's become so bad in retail and retail online that many changes are being considered towards the credit card, debit card policies, which I'm guessing because chargebacks are out of control. I see
gotta
it
have some-
all the time in
You
the
got to
eBay
have some
groups.
personal I mean, you have to make people be responsible for their decisions to purchase within reason. And I guess they're always looking for that sweet spot that doesn't, eBay said, they're like, we're going to make the returns cancel policy with the button. We're going to make it easier for people to cancel their orders after they have purchased it, but before you've shipped. And okay, that's fine. They gave out the tiny little, first of all, this whole today is supposed to be about don't follow your metrics. Forget your metrics. Don't worry about metrics. But anyway, they said it was it was 0.9% return rate before they implemented this button. And it's going to be a 1.1% return rate after they implement this button. But it's going to increase your sales by, I don't know, like 3% or something.
So wait, will
So
it
it's a net
reduce
benefit.
negative feedback then? Because
I don't know.
people were still getting items shipped to them that they wanted to cancel and the seller said no. So then they were leaving feedback. negative feedback for the seller. So now maybe negative feedback will be reduced because
I don't know what will be reduced.
Yeah.
I just know that they can convince themselves of anything that they can convince you of to eke out another 0.2% because it all adds up.
It would be great if the changes they made benefit both seller and buyer. You know, they're trying to get more buyers.
We know it's just going to benefit them, but what I need them to do is it's 10%. Give me 50% of my fees back for being the awesome top. Okay, how about that? How about we just do that? Don't change anything else, but don't give me 10% back. Give me 50% of my fees back because I'm making you look good. You son of a rascal.
So Josh was saying that he was hoping everyone was pumping out strong sales. It looks like the majority of people in the chat had some mediocre to
They had good sales on
low.
some of the weekend days, like Friday, like we did. We were really strong. One of our stores had the best day it's ever had on Friday. Saturday, Sunday, crickets across all stores. And because James put it out there, I'm like, is that what's happening? And I kind of watched it all weekend, and for sure, it seems like it turned out. A couple people had some good days, but I think the majority of people did.
Paul Rose was saying only ever had one return. That's amazing.
Who had only one return?
Paul Rose, and it was a scam. The guy altered the color in the photo and said it was faded, but Paul got it back, resold it, and got 100%
That's usually,
feedback.
I usually get
positive feedback.
I usually sell it for a little bit more when I get a return to cover that shipping back, and sometimes I get that.
Den Decor is pumping out drafts, not necessarily strong sales, but drafts, so that's good. Carl was saying, I by no means think all buyers are the same, but there is definitely a growing number, I added definitely, a number that expect royal quality items and rag and bone prices, then throw a padding when reality kicks in.
When you saw that camera I got, I mean, that guy thought that, and I got to show you a picture someday of it.
What?
It was like 20 pieces of white 8.5 by 11 paper, like just randomly wrapped around this thing, and then
like
taped up like a football.
Was that the actual box, and he taped the
Yeah,
paper?
he taped. No, the box was folded in half, and then he put that and he stuffed it in half of a priority mail box.
Structure of the shipping.
He put half of a priority mailbox over here, and then he flattened the box and stuffed it underneath, then wrapped that whole thing in binder paper, essentially. It would have been cooler if it had lines on it. I would have gone like, nice.
I mean, it makes me realize, though, like, how overpack we do everything. Overpacked.
Oh, no.
What?
James manifested the battle. He watched it so closely. He made it happen. I don't think that's true.
John was saying...
But he sure pointed it out quick.
John was in eBay Life was Patty when reality kicks in. John is saying it's a competitive tactic that the companies use. In the Apple Store, if you search for the eBay app, you get Temu. Surfer's result.
You love Temu. You're like all Sheen.
I was looking up one of the
Sheen.
punk T-shirts that we got.
Oh, we sold one of the punk T-shirts
to sell online
this morning,
and
that we
vintage
listed last night.
T-shirts, and I typed it into Google.
What wasn't punk exactly?
AliExpress. And I was like, "Are you kidding me? They rip people off all the time."
I'll bet you have to buy 300 of them though.
Shein and
you have to buy 300 of them, probably. I don't think they're just maybe they're printing one-offs.
They rip off.
But AliExpress
designs
usually
from artists all the time.
Thankfully, these punk rock things are so esoteric. They're so you don't know them. Most people don't. They're hardcore bands from New York City and San Francisco. Like, what about? Does anybody know? What was
Susie's
murder something? Homicidal tendencies?
No. Habitual murder.
Habitual murders. They're like a thrash band from San Francisco. Never heard of them. I haven't heard of everybody. I'm just saying. These are like some pretty deep hardcore play. What's one of them called? Who's the I Hate You? So these are from a young man who unfortunately passed away. And we got them from his mom, local person. And so we visited with her for a while and we learned a little bit about him. And we didn't actually post anything about him, but I thought it would be. We just didn't know how to deal. Bridget didn't think it was, or whatever her name is, didn't think it was a. She didn't want to put the guy's name, and I really wanted to share who he was because he was in hardcore bands and he was like very loved around the community.
You felt it would be like an homage to him.
An homage to him, so people could like. So one of his shirts is going to Japan this morning. So it's the Shooties group. The Shooties
I was
groove.
uncomfortable with that, but
I feel like people would go hear him, hear his music, learn about him. Normally, in many cases, under an estate, we would just do it. But I think she's having some feels about. She doesn't want to upset the mom. But I'm saying that if we could get enough money for these shirts, I'll just go over there with a nice little handful of cash.
Oh, speaking of hardcore, what happened to Straight Edge? I think it's still there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you have to be like Minor Threat and I guess is it Washington D.C. kind of? That's where there's still Straight Edge out there.
So Basket Noodle was saying, the chargebacks and bogus returns, and a lot of it is from Gen Z, which I've read several articles about how it is the Gen Zers and they are just chargeback happy. I mean, it's stealing. It's so frustrating.
We got totally stolen from.
Unlike going into a retail store and stealing and actually getting in trouble for it, well, you used to get in trouble for it. They don't get in trouble when it's a chargeback. The banks
what's the old saying, Biff? It's always forward, never straight. That's the old whatever saying.
Ryan's only had about 2 returns, in eBay. So
what? Larry Wayout's going to see Descendants and Circle Jerks next month.
Wow.
Awesome. I feel lag is drop shipping. I wouldn't be lag. That's not funny. That is funny.
I matched your address to the address.
Yes, we have matched it, and I don't. These characters. This was in Japanese characters too, and it's going to. It's actually eBay International Shipping, but that's the only reason we know that you are not telling the truth, because why wouldn't you do that? And $140, we're likely this is probably a $700 shirt if you find the right person at the right price, but that's not what we're doing. We're just doing the good price, pass it on. I want to sort of share that history with the people buying it, but they might not care anyway.
Basket Noodles, the big question is with cards is how they'd affect open marketplaces whereby, say, eBay is the merchant of record, and saying, I always suspected eBay moved away from PayPal for many reasons, one being a prospect of Sunday sellers required to have merchant accounts. That's essentially eliminate fraud sellers.
I think they sold it because it was a big, huge... The activist investors got involved. The people who stripped the companies out of their awesome assets and set it up for this weak 2% a quarter growth pattern garbage, which doesn't leave any room for us to grow. That's what I think has happened here. I know it's happened. I already know that. But I lost my train of thought.
I remember
I love eBay.
Recently reading something.
I love eBay. That's about I remember.
eBay is now trying to verify people are real people when they're opening their accounts.
Well, it was just the PayPal notion of PayPal was such a huge asset. They sold it off to make to cash, get the money. That's where they got their Josh, right? Am I right? Is that not where they got their big cash pile hoard to begin with? That they keep building on and buying back their stock and all that crap. They sold PayPal to cash out investors and to make. That's why they sold it, because they made their own thing. I mean,
I think we all should plan meeting at James's house.
Let's do it. It's in the middle of the country. It's
and
right
having
in the middle.
A barbecue and drinking beers.
Let's not tell him first, though.
As Paul Rose was saying, we'd only end up marching to James's, then putting out the torches, dropping the pitchforks, breaking out the barbecue, and having a few beers. And Beardo was like, "Yeah, I'm okay with that. Hanging out, drinking, barbecuing with James would be a blast."
Lag's name on Japan Mercari is eBay International Shipping.
Lag. Record Crate said he's heard of them. Did you read that? He's heard of habitual murder.
Yeah,
murderers.
so I mean, but it's a really like. I don't think anyone's copying this shirt because it's so. And I Hate You. Who was that band? Terror. Something Terror. I think if you're into hardcore, you probably know all these bands. They were all too hardcore for me. I know 80s hardcore bands, but I don't know like more.
Could you move the chat over so I can look at that while you're doing that?
A lot of things, sweetie. I can move a lot of things. I'm gonna find out.
If you aren't still straight edge, then you never were.
That's the always straight, never forward.
Oh.
Again, how dare you? I got to get this party rolling again with the only thing guaranteed to do
Paul
that.
Rose.
Kimo, baby, stinking sucker.
That's
not enough time for
making
Beard to get to the
supper.
window. See, I'm playing at very short spurts, so no one can make it out of the car door or to the window.
I really love that emoji, Paul. The like meat on the bone. That's awesome.
Little meat on the bone.
We'll have to set a date. Supper is at Primo and Spam's tonight.
What?
Beard is saying to block.
Sweetie, we're having company.
Look up Beard's comment to block someone named Andrew something. He is
Who is
sneaky.
that? Is it Lagman? Lagerstein? Lagerman? L-A-G? Hello. Hello.
Wait, was that like a legit transaction you had with someone?
No, it's Lag.
Oh, right, Lagerman.
He is an agent of chaos.
Oh, God.
See, once you know he's an
funny.
agent of chaos, then you process everything through the agent of chaos lens, and then he's got to change his name.
Was this an Exodus shirt? Did you read that, Biff?
It was not an Exodus shirt. It was the one I sold was Shooty's Groove, which is like it was more of a like a grunge hip hop metal thing from 91ish, but that was like one of the true like super vintage like Fruit of the Loom long sleeves. Look how long the sleeves are.
Didn't Elon Musk start PayPal?
Yeah.
Or
he bought it.
Oh, okay.
But he was X.com. It was X.com, and then he bought it, and then they made it PayPal, I think, something like that. And then we used to get $15 to sign up somebody else on PayPal. They'd get 15, and we'd get 15. And I used to make a killing on that, getting everyone signed up on PayPal. And then they lowered it to 10, then they lowered it to 5, and then we don't get anything
Now,
anymore.
Beard personalities are just jumping out of my brain to their death.
We'll get you sorted out to just one or
So
two
Larry-
solid personalities.
Larry-
Hopefully the good ones are left.
Larry lives really close to James, and Ryan isn't that far either.
That's true. You guys can go set it up. Get the tent set up for us because we're coming in, James.
Lag, you can't trust that guy himself.
I'm having a hard time logging in because I got to do the thing where I...
Basket Noodles. See now, eBay's payment processor is Adian. They are based in Amsterdam, albeit with offices here too. Yeah.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Paul Rose was
Silver
never
hair's right around the corner too.
Wow.
Less than a day seems
So
like
you guys
reasonable.
could actually meet up for a barbecue.
Yeah. Silver hair, get in your car right now.
Paul
Thank you,
Rose
Tom.
was never into thrash, grunge, or hardcore. I'm a hair band, cowboy boot wearing kind of guy. Yeah,
I liked
pictures are
everybody
so
for a
awesome.
moment, because always with the punk rock and the metal, you had to be used to smells too. It wasn't just visual. There were smells that went along with those two groups. A lot of really cheap beer smell. That was, me. I got the pinky out. If I ain't drinking wine coolers in the 80s, I would go there drinking wine coolers. No one really gave me too much hassle. But if things went wrong, it went wrong quickly. Like with those skinheads. Okay, I'm going into my thing right now. I have to do this double login.
What are you doing?
Baloney now to get into my account. I can't figure out why I can't get into my account with doing an extra layer of login, and it's not two-factor authentication. I can't turn it off. It's weird, and I don't think that I want to mess with it.
Primo, you look like a Bartles and James kind of dude from the 80s.
I totally am.
Ooh,
Yeah, we
wine
thank you
cooler.
for your
Zima!
support.
Ooh, we used to drink Zima like all the time when close to the start of our relationship.
They had it like 93.
Ugh.
They came out with it a couple years back. They made a batch of it or something, and I held a whole Zima.
Oh, that's right, at Ohana.
They're not great. But what we used to do with them, which is super wrong, is we used to put them into the super soakers. We'd fill those full of Zima, and we'd squirt people, ourselves, take them into concerts and stuff, like smuggle Zimas in our super soakers. It's gross. I was a kid. How do I find our listings?
Ryan's knows someone that actually has a Zima bar light.
Remind me not to go to his house, weirdo. Okay, so the Shooties Groove is gone. Paul, you'll know GBH. That's a great one.
Jovial!
This is a vintage one. Aloha, Jovial. Rest in Pieces. Rest in Pieces is a hardcore NYC. Beowulf, Welcome to Venice t-shirt, also vintage. Hardcore thrash.
Sheer Terror.
Sheer Terror. I bet you people know Sheer Terror.
That's a New York City hardcore.
And the main guy he's like a bulldog, but his name is Paul Bearer, which is funny. Habitual Murderer, and then I think we had ONE. We actually have like a vintage Vermont hardcore band shirt, which I would imagine he would have because he was such a supporter. He was in a band called Colorblind, I know that, and possibly a couple other ones, and was just really a supporter of the culture, the hardcore culture. And all of his shirts like have this theme of "I hate you" or something.
And he was well respected, and people just absolutely loved him for his contributions to the scene and even beyond that. So yeah, it was a great loss.
Yeah.
Once in a blue moon.
Texas Bandit used to get, you guys got the same kind of drunk. Same kind of drunk. That's
my friend and I were high schoolers, and we'd stand outside the local liquor store, alcohol store, and ask people to go buy us Boone's Farm, and they would. And nowadays, you can never get away with doing that. I mean, they would get in so much trouble. They had to have known that we were standing outside their store asking people to buy us alcohol, but people would do it.
What I remember is just how nice it was to make out with you with that delicious Boone's strawberry yum face.
I don't remember.
I
was
say
still
that. We're
drinking
married.
Strawberry Hill when I met you.
Yeah, I held your hair out of the vomit when you decided to. I don't know why all the apartments that they rent to young people have carpet in the bathroom, but I'm holding her hair out of the carpet vomit by the toilet after she insisted on eating the partially cooked Brussels sprouts in the deep fryer after consuming multiple bottles of Boone's Farm. So yeah, you tasted a little more like Brussels sprouts and I don't technically remember that.
I'll still eat Brussels sprouts.
You love Brussels sprouts. Unfortunately, Boone's Farm has been sent to the dust heap of your history. Or would you try it again? It's kind of like SoCo. I don't think I ever need to let that pass my mouth again.
Oh, that hurt my tongue.
It sounded like it.
Biff was saying without Zima, there would be no White Claw. And White Claw's
dear.
Yeah, White Claw's the new Zima. It is, I guess,
what a
right?
shame. Oh, no. What a fantastic lineage.
I didn't read all of Texas Bandit's comment. The strawberry.
You warm it up?
No, he was saying it was the hot drink of the young ladies of quality in 1976.
That's probably.
It was the hot drink of the ladies in the 90s or
Wait,
late
isn't
80s,
Texas
early
Bandit
90s.
is a lady, I think. Right? Texas Bandit's a lady.
Oh, I
think so.
Sorry.
Am I wrong?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I know. We need to get like the names of everyone because
We can't do it. I don't know what WTF's name is. I want to know what it is, but I can't.
know.
I
started
remember.
a list so that we can refer
We
to
can't do
everyone
it. We
by their
give up.
actual name.
My dog also vomited this weekend.
WTF, I can't remember any hardcore band. Obviously, I don't waste my time on that.
I mean, you couldn't live in the 80s without. I mean, in California, they were all right there, right in our faces. So you had to. And you know what? They're playing at the best venues ever, like your mom's apartment. Like you didn't have to pay to get in or anything. You just went to a big empty spray paint walled apartment and you got your beer out of a hole in the wall where they passed the hose through to the keg. And there was bands playing in there.
Strawberry Hill doesn't taste as good coming back up, but you know what?
It does.
Taste good.
It actually does taste.
Are some yummy sugar cookies. Those things tasted just as good coming back up.
You should always plan your food going down on how it could potentially taste coming back up. Am I right?
So, wait.
Record Crate's asking if I've seen Romeo Void live.
Oh.
I've seen so many group concerts.
Texas Bandit is a guy.
I don't know. Sorry, who am I thinking of?
Axe Monkey is a woman.
No. Who am I thinking of? We'll figure it out when we see them. Sometimes the names are hard.
That's
What happened?
Somebody held my future wife by the belt of her tight jeans as she hung out the window on I-45 while she barfed 2 a.m. on a starry night.
You've done that.
Dude behind us had his wipers on.
Did you ever do the moving fast window barf? That's I mean, as the barfer, you're just hanging your head out the window just so you don't get the barf in the car. You don't know where you are. No, you don't know you're going fast. You're just hanging your head out. The wind's blowing you. The hair's blowing backwards. The barf's going in your hair as it all converges in the downwind area of the car. And when you get home the next morning, you get the added treat of having all this mud all over your car that isn't mud.
Corky Picker was saying that in the 70s, when he lived in Winter Haven, Florida, there was a show on Saturdays that was hosted. It was called Creature Feature, hosted by Dr. Paul Bearer.
Okay, so that's like a cute name for a horror guy.
He was my neighbor.
This guy just goes by Paul Bearer, but he's a hardcore guy. I think he's still a hardcore guy.
Ryan was saying, Ryan. His name is Ryan. So we can mark that down.
Oh, yeah, Ryan. Ryan makes it easy. Ryan makes it easy. Biff says California Cooler was allegedly formulated in Lodi. My friend's parent kept a 2-liter that we would take pills from. A 2-liter that you would take pills from. Pulls, I'm guessing. I was like, pills? They made pills? Pulls from in junior high. I'm trying to think. Do you remember the 2-liter bottles came out before even the single California Coolers? They had 2-liter jugs of it, or maybe it was in wine bottles. But I remember the first the first commercials that came out for it, where they were using Almaden wine, and they pretended it was 2 surfer dudes who mixed orange juice and wine together like some clever maniacs. So I wonder what the real story. Now, Bartles and James was just completely marketing. Obviously, those 2 guys were wine cooler aficionados, such as myself. Major Win is coming with a tough guy 1, but isn't that much? Major Win!
So wonderful to see you guys.
Yeah, we missed you last week. We keep track of everybody. Hold on.
Well, it's funny how we have our crew and we recognize and notice when they're not around, and we just
thank you so much. Appreciate
hope everyone's okay.
Yeah, we do. That's why I started the show by thanking everybody for being here. And
Major Win is our longest member, I believe, right?
Oh, you're
5 months.
first and longest member, I believe.
I think so, yes. So thank you so much, Doug and Ro.
You complete us. Thank you.
Did you see? Was the Blue Moon was like, what the heck did I walk into?
Welcome. You are here now. We will talk about it.
You walked into some flying.
I think it's important to say, don't look at your metrics anymore. Everything's going to be okay. This was a bad weekend. Sales are going to pick back up. Keep selling good items and list them properly. Don't be a crappy seller and ship things in as open box when they're clearly garbage. And after that, we start talking about wine coolers. Thank you.
Oh, Steve! I better say hi. I didn't realize we took attendance. I'm here.
Right into the bubbles of my God, Jenna, flipping it easy as now.
Steve, thanks for commenting.
Steve is here. I better say hi. Oh, sorry, that was you. Thank you, Steve.
No, I mean, we don't mean to make people feel uncomfortable. No. We're not like stalking.
Come see here so I can put you on the list too, Steve.
But we just get so used to people, and then we miss them when we don't see them.
Oh, I see 2 people conspicuously absent here. I'll just put down missing for Kent 1 and Kent 2. Which one is Daigle? Which one is Hamilton? You'll never know. Thank you.
Beard, I am uncomfortable. That damn song is bouncing around in my head. Yeah,
This
I
is
said,
what
it
I do.
was when I was sleeping over the weekend. It was
I'll give you a earworm.
a brainworm.
No, this particular one gives you a brainworm.
Ow,
Kimo, Kimo, baby.
he gifted another one. Juanita!
What?
Oh.
Juanita? I've never heard of
Wait,
Juanita. Aloha,
Juanita's
Juanita.
gifted- Yes.
Thank you very much. Welcome to us if you're
watching,
listening.
if you're listening, but
Thank you.
welcome. So glad you're here. Thank you, Major Win.
What are you guys up
Olsen.
to? What are you up, Doug and Roll? What are you guys
Carla
up
Olsen
to?
was just singing.
Oh,
I know, me too.
It's bad.
I'm literally
It's
going
bad.
around. Kick it.
What? Here comes
Oh, Tamara Lynn.
Tamara Lynn.
Oh, sorry. I said
I know.
Tamara.
It actually.
Oh, right.
looks-
It is Tamara.
Tamara Lynn. I
I'm
have to
awful.
open my eyes like this to see.
I'm awful when it comes to pronouncing.
The more it sounds like kinky sucker. Hold on, let's double check this.
Kimo, Kimo, baby. Stinking sucker.
A kinky sucker. Okay, oh yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Primo, Kimo, baby, I'll make you supper.
I'll make you suffer, and I make
Yeah,
you
that's
suffer.
right.
Primo, Kimo, baby, I'll make you suffer.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's right.
Ryan.
You
this
can. Everybody
is
can thank
providing
Ryan
us-
for this.
This is providing us with so much entertainment. Thank you again. And Major Win, that's so sweet of you for, and Ryan, and John, for gifting memberships. We
you so
appreciate it. It's fun.
Yeah, but really building up a nice community in there. I'm shocked at the number of people
John
in
is
there.
here.
Nice, our newest member. Honk, honk, honk. I won't use the real horn. An appreciation of our newest member of Flipping Ain't Easy, Jenna. Mrs. Flipping Ain't Easy. Welcome
Silver here
to our
got a
party.
sale.
Nice.
Thanks, John.
Thanks,
he's
John.
saying.
Yes, Jenna, we give all ours. You like this show? You guys get a sale over there. That's how it works over here at the Primo Kimo Show.
Stinking sucker.
Paul Rose, I know I may have
We
to
got
miss a-
7.41 subs. We are taking over the world with the Primo Kimo promise that we know nothing. Thank you. Did I interrupt you? I was yelling.
I was reading Paul's comment. I might have to miss a few now and again for a while, but I feel like I'm committing a felony.
Yes.
LOL. Don't take me in.
Wait,
Coppers.
I gotta put you down. Watch Paul Rose closely.
We have Paul's emails, so. But yes, if we have your email and we see that you're missing from chat, we will email you and make sure you're doing okay.
Look, I have created a yes, Ryan. You can't. How can you not create a masterpiece like that and play that one part repetitively? That's what makes it work. Let's kick it, suckers. But it could be let's make you suffer. Let's make you supper. A kinky sucker.
Yeah.
Let's kick it, sucker.
Yeah.
And Ryan would know because he wrote the lyrics himself. Thank you.
And Jenna, we're all doing pretty good. A lot of us had crappy Saturday and Sunday sales, but it seems like everyone's spirits are up and okay. And
I have the perfect one for this. Where's the one that I want? Isn't there one?
Corporate accounts payable, Nina speaking. Just a moment.
Oh, we don't have. It looks like you have a case of the Mondays. Oh no,
oh,
that's silly. But we do have
How dare you?
for not having that available.
I'm guessing you guys, Jenna and John, will talk about their
Are you guys- oh,
weekend
yeah,
in
you're gonna-
California
They were in California and they're going
on
to be
their
back
show
tonight.
Yeah. So welcome back.
Slinky Slummer. That's
Slinky
right.
Summer. Kinky
Kinky
supper.
Yeah, we can make it work. I would like to after we're done here, I'm going to go get my first senior discount.
Nice. Jenna's Crap Store did great this weekend. That's really good news.
That's super. I'm sorry. I just had. Let me preface this. I'm going to say a joke because I think it's hilarious.
What?
Because when she said that, I read it and I'm like, that's very smart. You sell toilets in one store and crap in the other, and you have an incredible business plan there. Thank you.
We always called our second store the Crap Store, but now it's really our main store.
Our media store. So we have 3 stores now, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna do a clothing store because it's the future of reselling. And we do know how to pick clothes that are vintage. We don't know how to do new clothes, but we can sit in our vintage world and stew on clothes because we can sell shirts for $140. I'm good with that. That'll work for me. The point is that our newest store, it's not connected to our original store and our secondary store in the sense that we used her phone instead of my phone on it, a different phone number. And they're both my phones, technically in the will. But I don't know how they read to eBay. That was why I was pointing that out. But the fact is that it seems to be totally different. Now, is it a different server?
And the apps are different.
It's different.
The actual app on the app is different. If I go from our most recent store to the older stores, the app is visually different.
For sure.
It's weird.
And then when when the other 2 stores are down, this one seems to be up. We experienced that on Friday when our other 2 oldest 2 stores were down Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and our newest store had its best day on Friday. Also bad days on Saturday and Sunday. But for some reason, we seem to be getting a little bit of when these 2 stores are down, this newest store is up. Lending credence to sort of that lighthouse effect thing where they're spreading stuff around.
Major win.
Nice.
Smash that like and eBay will get a sale.
That's right.
That is
but
true.
Jenna's pointing out, hit that like button and send sales your way. Thank you. Forwarded by the lovely Jenna, flipping it easy.
That's sweet. Thank
Appreciate
you.
that. Did you guys actually have a nice, a relaxing day at the beach? John was flipping videos from the beach.
You were saying chilling ain't easy?
Chilling is easy.
Oh, chilling is
I hope
easy.
so. I hope chilling was easy this weekend.
Ryan, I know. Ryan was saying he needs to lose weight so he can buy vintage clothes. They didn't make big boy clothes back then. But even the women's clothing, too. It's like, did only, like, really skinny ladies wear this stuff? Because that's all that you ever find nowadays.
Like an old 12 is like a modern 2.
No. A
Other way
modern
around?
12 is like a 2. Well,
Isn't that
right.
what I
No,
said?
sorry. You're right. No,
Yeah.
right. You're
Yeah.
right. No,
You're
a
just
12,
used to telling me I'm wrong.
A
It's
12
like,
back
oh, you're
yeah.
wrong. You don't know what you're doing.
I'm sorry. You were actually right. Yes. A 12 back then is like a 2 now. It's like, it's crazy. But I don't know. Did they wear like things to
I mean, there was definitely more corseting happening in the olden days. And you often wore so much, like, I was thinking about how people looked better back in the days, but that's because they were wearing uncomfortable, formal outfits all the time. Men wore suits, women wore the house dresses, like nice dresses. And it was all like getting ready for nowadays, it's like getting ready for a funeral or a wedding or something. Nobody wears the clothes they used to wear. People in the 50s used to dress up like they're going to a funeral or a wedding or to meet the president every day.
Well, I have some
That's because
stuff
the cars
from-
were so dangerous. You're almost bound to die on your way to work. You're like, better look good.
I have some like vintage
underwear.
stuff from the 80s, and even that's like labeled maybe a size 10 or 12, and nowadays that would be probably a size 4 or my mom's stuff. I'm just like,
Oh yeah, right. Right.
This is so tiny.
Yeah, I mean, you are doing a good job in listing them and giving all those measurements.
Paul Rose, I was wearing skinny jeans today. It helps if you never grow up. We're sort of I mean, not wearing skinny jeans.
Well, I wear skinny jeans. I
But
just wrap myself in saran wrap.
I definitely feel like our clothing, sometimes people are probably like, oh, wait a second.
Can you imagine what like a puffy popsicle I would look like in skinny jeans? I should get a skinny bodysuit that would like
Spanx.
Do you think he could Spanx like a whole body Spanx suit so that your stomach like squishes down and up, like it all just evens you all out all over, like arms and legs and torso, and then you just end up like the median the median thickness all the way through your whole body.
Jovial, a song 2 at 10, then a 10 at 2. Who sang that song? 2 at 10. Then
I have a hard time reading lyrics and like thinking of them.
Only the Ramones are allowed to wear skinny jeans. The Burrow.
Dun dun dun
Hey,
dun dun
aloha,
dun
the
dun.
Burrow.
2, 10, 24
fashion
hours
industry
to go. I want to be sedated. Was that it? It wasn't it, Joe.
The fashion industry switched the sizing chart around to trick people thinking that they're smaller than what they really are.
Who's the Burrow?
And it works, but you know.
Aloha, the Burrow.
I mean, it does.
Who's Dr.
make people
Pepper?
Feel
When is the West Coast tour?
Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, what is that for?
Dr. Pepper, is that the song?
Now, have anybody ever had the hot Dr. Pepper? That used to be the way you're supposed to serve it. And we have somewhere, I think we have, white Fire King glasses. There's an era of cocktails that are hot cocktails. And they often in the 60s and 70s came in white Fire King type glasses with nice trumpety basses and a handle. And there's hot buttered rum. There's a lot of things. One of them is Dr. Pepper. You used to drink alcohol Dr. Pepper hot. Delicious? Maybe. I don't know. Actually, it's pretty good, but I don't think I would do it all the time because it's kind of gross. It's bubbly warm.
Silver hair ISO size 32 in my waistband.
You take the time to do that. Yeah, I just, yeah. I'm trying to think, can you fold it over? Mine's like 82, and I just fold over the 3, and then it's half.
For some reason, this just made me remember we were online looking up something sort of eBay related and YouTube related, and we came across this New York Post article, I think, and it led us to some YouTube videos. But in the New York Post article, it actually had an eBay ad. And it was a video.
It was good.
And it was good. And it was geared toward young people, young shoppers. And it was about buying vintage clothing and used clothing and shoes. And
it was.
we were like, holy crap.
It wasn't just clothing. It was embracing, was it not embracing the, oh, snap. We better show it or John's already going to put that in his title. We got to find it now. Where's the new eBay ad?
So then I thought, okay. So a lot of us were like, well, why isn't eBay advertising more?
We're going to premiere it here.
And then I thought, well, where are people really watching or listening to things mostly? Like where would eBay advertise?
Where did we see it?
It was the New York Post.
All right. I was looking up what? Oh, right. Right. I do remember that. I wanted to actually say something about that today too, but no, I just wanted to say, I was going to say earlier today when I made it to 55 and how not everyone made it. And I think about that. But remember, because remember when I said that I don't want to tear up because so many people were here.
So somebody mentioned something in one of their YouTube videos that made us go on Google to search for something. And it brought us to a New York Post article that had in it a link to something that, yeah.
Thanks for clearing that up.
I'm sorry. And anyhow, but yeah, okay. So Baskino was saying, I see eBay advertise on the Weather Channel on my phone all the time. Lag, Snapchat. Okay. Oh, Paul Rose, where's my mystery sound effect? We totally need to get one for Paul Rose.
What's it going to be? I can think of one for him. There's a couple other people I want to get him for. I just don't have the perfect one yet. It's a lot of work to do these things.
But yeah, so the ad was surprising that it was geared toward young people because it was a person in a college dorm, I think, or she was getting ready to go to college or something. I don't see it. I'm
looking for it. Because you know the one where everyone's like floating or dragging along the ground?
Cornhusker. eBay advertises a lot on iHeartRadio.
Oh, they do?
So that's great to know.
That's like real radio. That's like over-the-air radio.
Because we're definitely not watching live TV.
I have done everything over the past decades to never see a commercial, so it's no wonder why we never see commercials.
On YouTube, he pays for the subscription, so he doesn't see ads. I don't have a subscription, and I used to see tons of ads for, I think it was Whatnot.
I'm not finding this commercial. Maybe it's an older commercial that we just saw it for the first time.
I wonder. Amy says she was painting the deck last week and heard the eBay commercial 4 times. Wow.
I mean, we saw it multiple times, and it only.
What is uBlock Origin? Ryan.
Who's Toner Kitty?
Toner Kitty.
I'm on TikTok now. I'm just gonna go out. I'm just gonna start doing my work and just not even sign off. Just.
Ad blocker.
Yeah, I don't know where. I can't find it, but it was a good commercial, I thought. Anyway, that's what we thought, right? It was good.
Yeah, it was. I mean, they lack a little something. Like, it seems a little cheesy.
Because it's children.
All of their commercials seem a little cheesy.
Where are the people that look like us?
But I'm guessing, I mean, we're old now, so it is probably appealing to...
It's definitely young people with their young people set up in the room, in the college room, in the dorm, and the whole thing. And I was happy for it. It made me feel hopeful. I was like, good, do something for once.
Yeah, it was very sort of like all polished and cookie cutter. Like, I like more like gritty and...
Yeah, Paul. We've seen for the eBay Motors a lot and for clothing a lot. This was the first time we saw it for stuff. And I'm sure...
But it included clothing.
It did, but wasn't it say... I'm trying to figure out if
she got a pair of like pants or something, but then she saw these ruby red sneakers and
she pulled out some like gear, like some sort of like technology or something. And I'm pretty sure and it's all reused.
Yes, it was all focused on
pre-owned.
Yeah, pre-owned. From what I recall, it was pretty much all pre-owned. So I think if this was a current ad, eBay is feeling the market, seeing what we're seeing, because I've read articles how Gen Z is a generation where they're really into reduce, reuse, recycle.
So either that's happening or it's just an old ad and we just have it. I know. But I hope it's the first time.
I think the ads are at least current, even though the video link might be old. I'm pretty sure the ads are current.
I think so. Anyway, I do. How much do I think it's real? It's new. I can't find it though. Can't prove anything.
Well, you would have to go to
sue me. Don't sue me.
The search that you originally did. But,
what are the chances I'm going to do that?
So, lag. All my friends use Snapchat and Insta. YouTube Premium was awesome. Had it for 4 years now. You can share it with up to 6 users in your family.
Not us. I can pay for the family.
A family plan,
but it costs more. I'm too cheap.
But did you have family plan at one point? Because because I feel like last year
I just found out that I've been paying for YouTube Premium through Apple and paying like $5 more a month, or almost more than that, more a month than I should have been. So I just bought it now through YouTube and I pay way less. So maybe I should go get the family thing. You don't even complain. Why don't you complain once in a while?
I don't watch YouTube like you do.
I'm a consumer.
Although
I consume content. I'm ravenous.
If I want to listen to YouTube music, it does stink to always have the ads come in.
It does, yeah.
Texas Bandit. Now what can we do to get the other 52 seller ads off of the ad for my item that I pay for? Right. Well... And I guess that's what, we're all sort of complaining about, and how eBay is making their money now is through promoted listings, ads, and,
The game has changed. The game has changed, and that's all they could do to see their way forward in the future to keep themselves there is to
wait,
lag.
what is lag joking about right now? Something. Paul Rose is, if you're going to sue, please wait until after supper. It's only polite. I will. I'm a gentleman. What is he saying he's going to sue
me.
about?
I said, don't sue me.
Oh, okay.
I have gotten out of multiple. I haven't gotten out of. Let me put it this way: I have sued multiple people without suing them by simply a very directly worded letter that seems like it was advised by a lawyer. I've gotten, like, from way back when I was a kid, I had my Vespa towed by a towing company on the freeway. The CHP pulled me over on the Vespa, and then they towed it for some reason. I can't even remember why now. And the towing company like dropped it for a second, and I had to write them a strongly worded message, and I started with as per. I called them up and I said, you're gonna have to give me $200 to fix this, and they're like, no. So then I wrote them a letter. So you had to start,
everything was as per. So when you're emailing eBay to have them remove something, you say as per your policy.
Yeah, or our conversation, whatever. It's just as per. Mm-hmm. It's a 5 little letters that just make it sound like you're gonna kill somebody with legal stuff. And then I did that again. What else? Remember the guy who
backed out of the lease?
backed out of our lease.
Signed
and I was
a lease
like,
with us, and then found someone else to pay more. That would pay more rent or something.
And then 2 days before I was supposed to move in, canceled it. And I'm like, as per our agreement, you'll be paying my first, like, something ridiculous, like my first month at the next place or something.
And the guy did. How funny was that?
It was good.
Flipping It Easy.
Scared him somehow.
Is very pro pirate ship, and is saying that it seems that eBay is making money overcharging for some labels that you can get cheaper on pirate ship.
Yeah, I saw that in your show. You got everybody go check. There was a couple of real.
It made me really start thinking we should maybe start
Profit Playbook podcast.
Looking into that more, and thank you.
Josh was not there, so you might not want to go, but I would go for the 2 reasons. For the one reason is, them talking about pirate ship, and it's something you should go check out. So go check out their show and check that out.
And it seems like pirate ship
first to to Profit Playbook podcast, then to pirate ship. Thank you.
And it seems like pirate ship sort of has more protections for the seller.
Was that right? Was that
well, it seems like if things like go missing, or if you get overcharged, or if like UPS is saying you need to pay more. Right?
I was blanking out during that part.
No. I feel like he's talked about this in other shows. I could be wrong. Sometimes I don't hear things correctly. So
it's okay. Maybe that's true. Maybe they do more than eBay, because eBay sort of just like, you chose it, even though that's what you offer. I wonder.
And Baskinito was saying that he gets Netflix, Apple TV, and Hulu free with T-Mobile, with his T-Mobile gig.
Oh no, Paul. Yeah, you saw John, but then this weekend they did a show that's. I think he said that's changed, and now like quite a few out of his few were actually cheaper to go through pirate ship. Was it UPS? It might have been specifically Ghost. I don't know.
Right, I've seen that even in some of the groups I'm in, where people say, yeah, you just sort of need to compare between eBay and pirate ship, because sometimes pirate ship is not cheaper.
I understand that at this point, right at this moment, pirate ship is cheaper for some reason on certain things.
And John is saying that the post office only keeps tracking for 120 days, and 180 days a buyer can open a chargeback. So if you use pirate ship, you have access to that tracking beyond 120 days. So that is something to really keep in mind then.
Well, I mean, I think the one main thing that I start the show, don't look at your metrics, because what I'm saying is simplify, decompress, take out the things that make you anxious or don't allow you to focus on the things that are important. Streamline that business, get ready for Q4, list everything, make $1 million, because I think that's what's going to happen. But be flexible enough to check pirate ship every once in a while to see.
Well,
we don't do that. I'm not saying we don't follow our own advice.
But that's not metrics. That's not something that can cause you stress.
It's not.
That actually is something that can save you money.
But I think being flexible in your current reselling life requires like really super flexibility. You got to be able to change your prices on a dime. You got to be able to change your shipping policies on a dime.
Oh, and I read that. I'm sorry. I read that incorrectly, or you did.
I didn't do it. I can't
only
do things
one
wrong.
package of beardeds was cheaper on eBay, so the rest were all cheaper
That's
on Pirate Ship.
Right. That's what I read it wrong too. Thank you.
Okay. So yes. Ship.
It's switched. So
do you have Pirate Ship, Paul Rose?
it used to be
Available to you?
Pirate Ship was 1 out of 9 packages would be cheaper, and now it's like 9 out of 10 or something. Check it.
Like being flexible is always
That's right.
good.
I get down on the floor and do my
Dog.
my downward dog every
Downward
morning.
dog.
It's a one-way trip, really. It's just one way.
We have to get the.
We have like a thing that lift your engine out of the car, a little hoist. You just wheel that around the house and pick me up after my yoga.
My body actually aches when I get out of bed.
Yeah, it hurts the worst at
Why
night.
is that?
My hips are going back because I don't know. I can't
I
imagine we
wake
need a
up
new
and I'm
mattress
like,
already.
ugh, but then
If I take my own advice,
after I'm awake for a little bit and move around, I'm like, oh, okay, now I'm better.
you're supposed to replace your mattress like every 5 years.
I think you're supposed to replace your knees and joints.
Yeah, every 25
every
years.
5 years.
Yeah, we're ready for replacement.
So Axe Monkey is asking,
Metal
John
legs.
is still here, does Pirate Ship have better insurance assistance too?
That would be
Oh, just be sure to pay it off weekly. When we've used Pirate Ship, we pay the labels
as you
as
go?
we go.
maybe if you do a lot more than we do, they give you
No
an option.
difference in insurance.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, I would definitely be. I will be looking into that.
Oh.
The question is, we haven't had any problems with USPS lately that other people have been reporting, and I'm thinking it's because we have a good system in Vermont itself. So we have the best mail person who picks up our stuff. He's like conscientious. He's literally an Eagle Scout and takes the best care of us. So it might be that our stuff gets into the system better, and that's why we don't have many difficulties.
John, I don't know if I missed your first comment, but I did read the one about you saying that eBay is making money overcharging for labels. Was there one prior to that?
Yes, because there's 1 in 20 days. You have access to the thing.
And I did read the one about.
It seems that eBay is making money overcharging for the same labels. You can get cheaper on.
Oh,
Pirate
using
Ship.
a rewards
Gotcha.
credit card. Oh, about the so then that must be about the paying
Am I confused?
weekly. He's saying it was a comment about using a rewards credit card.
Yeah, we suck at doing everything. I used to be really into like being on top of everything and making the most money and then I really got shook up this last year. So anyway, I'm not gonna complain about that. I won't talk about eBay more. Wow.
Jovial, anyone notice the size boxes eBay has when using your free coupon? Guessing they are in cahoots with parcel service. With the certain box sizes.
Well, there's you. I'm sure you've noticed that when you ship things, I mean, one of your box numbers of the 3 dimensions of your box can put you in like a new tax bracket. So if it's a 13 instead of a 12, it might jump that price up from $12 to $24. So I think boxes at certain times are made to fit those parameters. Does that make sense? I mean, I feel like I'm just saying words at this point.
I noticed, and I don't know if it's because of the web browser I was using, or because I had 2 web browsers open and working on 2 different accounts, and I don't know if both were like this, but I noticed that uploading the photos, that was different looking now.
Yeah.
And the large photo that usually is your main photo was no longer large. It was blank, saying I could drop photos into it as well as a video. And because I like seeing the large photo because it can help me with like typing up the title and description, and I can see the size tag. But I was like, dang it, it's now small like all the other photos. Just making it harder.
See, Jovial's saying what I was trying to say a little bit. The 9x6x3 box is less expensive than the 8x6x4. But it seems cubically it would be the same, but it's not.
Weird.
No, wait, let me think about this. So you take a 9x6.
But you're still 1 inch bigger.
Wait, 9
like
by
you would
6.
think it equals out.
9 times 6 is what? 50 something? I hate math. It's stupid math. 9 by 6 is 54. No, I got to think this through. It's 48. Got it. Nobody yell at me. Stop yelling at me.
But where it's larger on the one box, it's the inch smaller.
9 times 5 is 46. How do numbers work again? I'm so tired right now.
What are you talking about?
My brain is turning.
Basket noodles. Yeah, the box
my brain's
girth
on
is more
fire.
a thing
Do you
now.
smell the rubber? That's my brain.
Because the UPS
I'm just trying
was
to
awarded that big freight
I'm
contract.
trying to think of 3 9x6s is less than 4. Where'd those numbers go? 8x6s. And 4 8x6s.
Oh, Amy bought the Spartan mattress at the start of the pandemic. We'll have to look into that.
32.
Yeah, Basket Noodle. I did see
This is
how
impossible. I can't
FedEx
do
is
this.
out and UPS is in.
Okay, no. Okay, so I'm trying to confuse
It's 54.
myself. No. I know that part. I'm saying the second part. So, okay. So 54 times 3.
Use your fingers to count.
And then what we want is 48
Oh, the
times
borough.
4.
The borough was saying that
So what's that?
third-party insurance that Pirate Ship uses is a joke.
So then you have more. We need more. Of that.
Jeez Louise, do you need a calculator?
I do. Yeah. Why don't you try that for once? This is too advanced math. 54 times 3 equals 162. And then 48 times
Miss
4
Lachey!
equals 192.
Aloha, it's
Yes.
nice to see you.
So you that's exactly
Your
why.
fourth grade teacher would be so proud.
See, right there. 162 and 192. I think that's cubic, right? Is I was trying to do cubic and it's confusing to me. So I think that's why when the numbers seem like they're the same, they're different in that the 3 by 9 by 6 is 162 cubics, but the 4 by 8 by 6 is 192 cubics.
Well, and we've mentioned that because we see so many times how people say that they did the eBay label and then they get an extra charge. And they say, but I typed in everything correctly into eBay. Why didn't eBay automatically know that it should have been cubic or not cubic?
Because it knows it's cheaper. It gives you the cubic if it's cheaper.
But I remember John.
If you mismeasure
said
the
that
cubic,
eBay is usually an estimate. That's right.
If you mismeasure your cubic, you're going to get gouged. That's a problem. It's almost like it's misrepresenting it. So you have to be super. You can't. I don't think you can choose to do it cubic. It just gives you cubic if it's cheaper. But if you mismeasure, etc. Thank you.
Once in a blue moon, who turned the lights off?
Who turned on my brain?
I don't know.
Probably my brain. They just go off automatically. They're on a timer. If there's no activity in there, my lights just turn off. I have never. Oh, you actually did get it through Pirate Ship. I have never won a case for damage. It doesn't matter because. And then I just started packaging things with the roll foam, and I've never had anything damaged out of thousands of items.
Right, and Quirky, that's what you're saying, that he's never been able to get collect insurance on a damaged package through UPS directly, but has through Pirate Ship.
That's interesting.
Through using UPS through Pirate Ship, he was able to.
Yeah, they do. They set it up to not win.
Well, he said it's just a big runaround of paperwork if you go straight to UPS.
Yeah, it's a 1 cubit by 2 cubits by 3 cubits. Fupa,
Noah
fupa.
mismeasured
Ting.
cubics, and so the unicorns and dragons didn't get
Noah?
to go.
It's the Lord. Right. I've heard that only 1,000 times. Man, that guy really ruined comedy for himself, didn't he? That's classic Bill Cosby.
Basket Noodle was saying how FedEx had some fires aboard their planes due to the third-party parcels sending sketchy items like lithium batteries.
Yeah, didn't they make a movie about that with Tom Hanks? He had a lithium battery in there. Some eBay package.
On Castaway?
They were eBay. There was eBay. Remember, because the lady sold eBay stuff, and there was an eBay package on the plane. Am I right? Am I making that up? No, it was eBay. Lady sculpture. Spoiler alert: there was a lady sculptor at the end.
Huh?
And she was sending eBay. But you know what? I might be confusing it because she was also in 40-Year-Old Virgin and owned the eBay store. Is it possible I know what I'm talking about? I'm totally off base here. I know I'm off. Don't yell at me. Don't sue me, lad, for being wrong. Just love me for being right sometimes.
Oh, once a blue moon. That was weird. I could chat, but you were gone.
To Russell, my brother, whom I slept with. Now, Russell also took big swigs off the water, didn't he? The water bottle. Remember that? The water bottle? And little tiny hairs growing out my face.
And it's after 3, but so we'll get through this. Paul was saying that all carriers do their best not to pay out on insurance. I've sometimes had it knocked back, and you don't even get the insurance fees back when they don't pay out. Mm-hmm. Highway robbery. It is one of those things where
I'm trying to think that one time I got
take your money and then they don't come through.
We shipped this Macintosh laser disc, and then the guy dropped it on his end. And then he returned it. What happened? Somehow we got paid twice. And I was like, okay. No, we didn't get paid twice. We got to keep the money and didn't have to pay him.
Oh, and you got the item back.
And we kept the broken item.
But it was damaged, but then we sold it as parts.
As parts. For the same price we sold it to him in the first place.
Which John was saying that
we're the big winner.
Roomba that was returned, he had $400, 2 returns that were like $400, but he said that he can part out the Roomba. I think that's what he was saying in a comment. I was like quickly going through earlier.
Parts are one of our main
probably
things.
Make as much money.
Parts are one of our, it's not main thing, but if we get like, I don't turn my back on a beautiful, we've a couple of times purchased Sansui or Marantz amps that are, I mean, these amps can be worth like $1,200, but they don't work. And you can get, if not $1,200, sometimes more, just by taking them apart. They don't have to work. You don't have to send it to be fixed. You just take them apart. It seems a little weird, but if you take apart a beautiful amp that doesn't work and send the parts to other people, they make 10 beautiful amps work, and you have a donor.
And then Lag was saying, don't forget.
Now I want a donut.
Proper labels for lithium battery packages. And I did notice a couple months ago, maybe a month ago, if you're scheduling pickups with the postal service, they now actually have you having to check. I think there's 3 boxes now saying whether or not you have hazardous materials. So
batteries, hazardous materials. What else? Is there another thing specifically they're asking for?
Just hazardous materials. Anything, I don't know.
They used to just ask perfume. They used to ask
but
very
now
specifics.
it has a new thing, because when I saw it, I was like, oh boy, I got to make sure to read this, because you get used to the same like layout and pattern, and I was like, wait, there's something new here. And John was saying make about $500 from the parts that I removed from it. Just listed the internal motherboard for $80 plus shipping.
It's the way. Again, I think they covered that a little bit on Profit Playbook, just with the times and the economy and stuff. Make sure you go check that out. We're going to go now because we got to go now. Because I got to go get
Make a Claymore Roomba to go along. Oh, we still need a package and ship. Okay.
And we got to ship out that beautiful
chimes.
Ceramic ghost chime. One of our 3 big sales this weekend. One of the other sales is 1976 Cootie game. The Cooties, thank you. What's the last thing?
Frozen DVD.
And a Frozen DVD. Okay, so wait a minute. This is the saddest weekend in a long time.
But it's stuff that has been on eBay, though.
Okay, Frozen CD, DVD,
forever.
Blu-ray, open, but man, I only played it once to like rip it. And it was one of the very first items on the first listing on our second store, which is now 4 years old. We've had this DVD listed for 4 years. It sold this weekend, so you can't say this weekend was all bad. You can't.
That was a major win.
It was a major win. And so that means that, so for this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, we made something like $50. And then Friday, we had the biggest day on one of our stores. And then today, we had a huge sale.
Have a safe trip to Connecticut. Happy birthday to your
Go
dad.
figure. Aloha, Emmy, and to your father. Hope he enjoys. Are you guys going to try to get that Woodstock shirt?
Only 65.
65.
I was like $65.
What? That's only
65.
That's only not that much older than me. What happened to my life?
He's
I'm
10
so
years
old.
older than you.
Are we going to massage my feet now?
No.
Oh. Boo.
But if I just wanted to warn Bearded to put your muffs on because you're probably gonna do.
Kimo, baby, stinking sucker.
I'm just going to take this just to roll out of here.
Yeah, that's
Thank you for being here, everyone. We appreciate you all so much. You make us really happy, so thank you. Aloha.
Have a great day. We'll see you
Remember,
tonight on
Flip
Flip It Ain't
tonight.
Easy. About Jovial Juggler, Baskerville, Bill Papa, Carlos Saparos, Amy, the Golf Exchange. Aloha. We got Lag. We got the Burrow. Did we say hi to the Burrow? Let's say hi to the Burrow again. Aloha,
Major win! Everyone, thank you for gifting memberships to all of our friends. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. We'll see you on Wednesday. Aloha.
Stay perky.